together this 30-minute stretch and relaxation class for you. Now, one or two exercises I would like to do against the wall, but you don't have to. But if you've got the space, a wall or a door would be fine. You'll maybe need a mat or a towel for sitting and lying on. You might want an extra small mat or towel for under your knee, and something to help you with some of the stretches when you're on our knees. So it could be a chair, a foam roller, anything that gives you a bit of support, and maybe 2 cushions when we come to do the inner thigh stretch. At the end, I'm going to do 4 to 5 minutes relaxation, but please feel free to stop the music and put your own music on and spend a lot longer doing relaxation, because we really need that just now. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. So if you could just come to the front of your mat, we'll get the warm up underway. I'll just pop some music on and we'll get started. Going to bring the feet together, just tuck your tailbone under. Okay, take a breath in. Exhale, fold chest to thighs. Hold it one more time to breathe in and lift. Exhale and fold to hold this one down. Put the hands on the floor. Step your left leg back, right leg back, feet apart. And just spread the fingers on the floor. Push your hips back and your shoulders back. Bring the head in line with the arms. And just breathe in and out through your nose. So just start to stretch to the back and the hips and the legs. We'll do a small walk with the feet. One heel up, one heel down. Just nice and slow. Just 4 more. And last one. Come back to down dog. Now I want you to draw your tummy in. Glide the body forward to your shoulders and above your wrists. Drop down to your knees. We call this cat and cow. Breathe in as you exhale to round your spine, tuck the chin in. As you breathe in, you reverse. If you want to, you can lift the chin. Breathe out, push away from the floor. It's a great way to warm up the spine. And then release. 2 more. So breathing out, push the hands into the floor to lift. Lift the tailbone, lift the chin. Guys, 1 more. So breathe out. Breathe in. Come back to your neutral spine. From here, lift back up to down dog. Pushing the hips back. To soften the knees, you're going to lunge your left leg forward. If it sticks, just take the hand behind the ankle, bring the leg forward, knee above the ankle, lift your chest, come into a fold. Take a breath in to rise. Exhale, fold down, stay here. Step your right leg back this time. Left leg back, down dog, feet width apart, push everything away, roll the shoulders back from the ears, push the tailbone back. Draw the tummy in. I'm just going to go to a gliding forward. Shoulders over your wrists. Drop down to the knees. Guys, cat and cow again. So let's breathe out. Breathe in. So use your breath. We'll do 2 more. So big out breath. Love it. 1 more. Back to neutral spine, find down dog, push the hips away, soft the knee, lunge your right foot forward, this time your right foot sticks, get the leg forward, pull your shoulders back, bring the feet into your forward fold, take a breath in to lift the stay here at the top, and to push the hands up to the ceiling, now lift the ribs up the hips, stretch to the right side, lift, stretch to the left side, center with the hands down, and we'll do that one more time. So big lift up, push the hands to the ceiling, lift the ribs up, hips, stretch to the right, come to the center, and then stretch to the left, center and hands down. Because we've done that, so that's warmed up. Now first round of stretching is going to be for our hamstrings, so we come down to the floor. So we'll set you up, okay, all the options you need. Now you might want something to help you, so you have a foam roller, anything that you want to use. Okay, let's set you up. So bring both legs out in front. First thing we do is we walk the hips back. So with the left hip up, walk it back, and the right hip back. Take a big breath in. We're going to lift the ribs off the hips. We try and keep touching the ceiling as you come forward. Try to let the hands touch the toes. You can't get to the toes, bring the hands to the shins, or even bring the forearms onto the elbows to support your spine. The key thing you want is a nice long straight spine to stretch the hamstring, okay? Or to the feet just outside the hips. Use something, it can be a ball, anything. Push the hips back again, take a big breath in, lift it up and forward. So find the position that suits you. I'm going to hold this for about 2 minutes. So lift the ribs up and forward. Relax the head, neck and shoulders. And you could be here. It could be hands to toes. It could be hands to shins. Or it could be here but trying to lift the spine. Or pushing your chest forward and hips back. To improve our flexibility, we need to have a bit of patience. Breathe into our stretches, let the body relax and settle into the stretch. So hopefully each time you do the class, you'll find you'll get a bit more flexible. Just take it where you can. Just inhale, exhale. Keep lifting that chest forward. Guys, well done, we're in our last minute, okay? Just see how the body moves as you breathe. As you breathe in, lift the chest up. Exhale, release more. Even if you're here, try to lift more. Even start to bring the hands down. That's well done. 30 seconds to go. It's a great way to stretch the back of the legs. Faces relax, neck and shoulders relax. Well done, guys. 15 seconds to go. Just work through your levels. So hopefully you're able to work down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As well, then just slowly bring yourselves up. Give the legs a little shake out. Well done. The next exercise is we'll do stretch the inner thighs. Okay, this is where you might want to have your cushions handy. The second part, okay? And also I'm going to use the wall for this one, but you don't have to, okay? So if you're using the wall, scoot the hips right back to the wall. You might want a towel behind your back if you find it comfortable. Bring the soles of the feet in, okay? Let's open the knees, to push the hips down, push your shoulders back, knees, squeeze the butt muscle, and you find the knees will open to the side, and you rest the hands on your knees. Okay, if that's too much, bring the feet slightly further forward and pull down from here, or take the feet out wider. Okay, so find the position that suits you. If you're not on the floor, just bring the hands behind you and lift up this spine. Okay, so we're going to hold the first one for a minute. So squeeze the butt, see where the knees want to go, and just let the knees open down to the side. This way you can even let the face relax, close the eyes, relax your shoulders, and just breathe. So you're pushing the soles of the feet together, and breathe in as you exhale. Let the knees go a little more. A couple more breaths. Well done, guys. 15 seconds left on this one. So you're working on our flexibility, so holding the stretches for a little while. Last 3, 2, 1. Now the next set you can, I want to take the legs out wide, okay? Then you can bend these slightly, roll the thighs out. So level 1, you can even have the hands here and pull the chest forward and the hips back, okay? If you're able to, you can walk right down to the floor from here. But so you can use your cushions, okay? So you can have 2, 3 cushions, whatever you want. Bring the elbows on the cushions, push the ribs forward, and then just settle into your position. So you could do this in front of the television. Yeah, you can hold this for as long as you like, 4 or 5 minutes you could do. Okay, so to find a position that suits you, we're going to hold this for 2 minutes. Okay, so again, just roll the thighs back, get comfortable, let the head relax down, and just breathe in and out through your nose. So again, just remember we're relaxed, the base, the neck, the shoulders. As you breathe, just feel the body wants to settle. And again, through time, we're getting more flexible. So what you could do is then take one cushion away, or even a little bit deeper, and work from here, okay? But also if you're up here, just keep pushing the chest forward. Just take it where you can, okay? Relax shoulders, all the work's happening in the inner thighs. Okay guys, 1 more minute to go. And see if you can you roll the thighs away a little bit, okay? Pull your shoulders back and just breathe. Just feel the muscles lengthen. A bit more flexible, you can come down to the floor, relax the head, neck and shoulders, or just go where you can. Guys, well done. You're almost there, 20 seconds to go. Again, so you can just roll the thighs away. Just breathe in, breathe out. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, guys, well done. Bring the hands up. You may have to assist your legs to go a little bit. Well done. Now the next stretch is going to be to stretch the hips. Now I'm going to use the wall. Again, you can do it on the floor, so I'll show you the two options. If you're using the wall, you just make sure the hips are close to the wall. We'll start with the left leg on the floor. Okay, then the right heel just above the knee. Flex the foot, protects the knee. Again, just push the knee down. Push the back against the wall, push the hips down, that stretches the hip, okay? If you want slightly deeper stretch, bring the left leg in, bring the foot above the knee, okay? Push the knee away and lift the chest and flex the foot. So we're going to hold this for 1 minute, okay? So again, so push the knee away, shoulders back. Again, if you want to have a small towel at your back, if you're on the floor, okay? Just put the hands behind you and lift the chest up. The closer you get the chest and back together, the deeper the stretch, okay? So just push the knee away. To get that nice length in your spine, relax your shoulders, no tension in the face. Just breathe in and breathe out. Every time you breathe out, just see you can go a little more. You can always release the leg down. Breathe in, breathe out. Side guys, that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So let's try on the side. So bring your leg down. You can have a wee cup shake out. Okay, so this time, right leg on the floor, left foot on. Okay, again, push the knee down and lift up through the spine, or slide your leg in, heel is above the knee, create that figure 4. Push back against the wall, push the hips down and lift the chest up, then push your knee away. Or so if you're on the floor, just hands behind you and lift the chest. As well done. Again, we're going to hold this for 1 minute. Just breathe in and breathe out. But both sides will feel different. One side might be tight. So hopefully over the next week or 2, you'll just see improvements, okay? Just breathe in, breathe out. Eyes closed on these stretches. Feel quite relaxed. As well done for 10 seconds. Guys, well done. Release the legs out with a little shake. In front, you're going to go to some twists for our spine. Okay, so just come away from the ball if you need the ball. So we'll start with your left leg along the floor. Right foot can go inside the knee. Okay, you can come across the knee, or you can hook the heel under. What you need to do is check both hips are on the floor. Okay, bring your left hand round to your hip. With the right hand on the floor, use this as an extension of your spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift up to the right arm, turn and look over your shoulder. Let the neck relax and the base relax. So working through a flexibility, mobility of the spine. So again, inhale, exhale, just so you can release. If you want more, you can bring the elbow to the knee, encourage the knee back, get a little more turn. Well done. Almost done with this side. Last couple of breaths. And then just ease this side off and we'll try the other side, okay? So again, foot inside, foot across, okay? So inside, across, hook the foot in, and then bring the arm round, okay? So again, use this hand to lift up. Relax your shoulders down and look over your shoulder. Get everything nice and relaxed. Just breathe in and breathe out. Again, let the eyes close. The twists are good for the body. Just take it where you can. Again, if you want more, bring the elbow to the knee. Encourage the knee to push back as you do that. You turn the chest more. Just so the eye gaze behind. Use your breathing as you exhale, just so you can relax somewhere. You turn that a bit more. Okay, so we've done the last couple of breaths on this one. Slowly unwind. Guys, well done. Bring the legs out and a little shake. Now we'll do some quad stretch next. So I'm going to do it against the wall, but we're going to show you how to do it on the floor. So what you might want, you're going to use the floor, the wall. It's got a small towel. Place it against the wall for your knees. So let's set you up for this one. Okay? So you're going to use the floor. Bend your right leg. Put the left leg behind you. And with your hand, you can hold in front of the foot. Push the foot against the hand and push the hip forward. And you'll get a nice stretch. The side of the floor and you push forward, or you bring it up and push the heel into the butt and the hip forward, okay? Then we'll set you up for the floor, the wall, okay? So have the toes like touching the wall to start with, knees just above the hip width apart, okay? If you want to put the hands down, bring your left knee back onto your towel, in the front of the foot on the wall, bring your right leg and bring it forward, okay? So we're just going to set ourselves up. Hand to the knee. To do is to lift the chest and push the hip forward. This is where you want something to help you. So it could be a chair, it could be anything, just to put the hand on and lift the chest up, okay? And the closer you get to the wall, the deeper the stretch is, okay? So just take it where you can. Roll the shoulders back, breathe in and breathe out. So it could be you start doing the stretches on the floor and then progress up onto the wall, okay? So as you lift the chest up, so try not round over, put the shoulders back, okay? You want to come in and lift and feel that stretch. Okay, just breathe in and out, and you can hold our breath and we're stretching. So the breath flow. Guys, you've got 30 seconds left on this one, just so you know where we're going. So the hip pushes forward, and just breathe. Couple of breaths to go. Guys, well done. And to come out of this this stretch, you want to put the hands on the floor, bring the foot in first, and then release the leg on the floor. Okay, if you're on the floor, guys, just chain slide. And if we're on the wall, okay, just slap the hands on the floor, put the knee onto the card if you want to use it. Scoot your leg forward again, just check that knees above the ankle. Push them forward and lift the chest. Okay. Remember, the closer you come back to the wall, the more intense the stretch. Okay. If you want to use something, you could use a chair. Okay. You could use your overhead. Push and lift up. You get to stay nice, relaxed in the upper body. A little more, even inch that in a little bit. Bring yourself up. Well done. 20 seconds to go, guys. We're almost there. Our last section is going to be a bit of work for our back. So to breathe in, breathe out. Just see if you can go for the last couple of breaths. Do one more in breath. Exhale. Guys, well done. So remember, bring your hands down to the floor, bring the leg in, bring the leg off. Guys, well done. So we'll do a little bit for the back, and we'll do a little warm up before we go into the last pose, okay? So start in child's pose, where you bring the big toes together, you take the knees out, and you sink the hips back. Now from here to lift the hips up to down dog. Okay, so you push the hips back, glide forward, shoulders over your wrists. Drop down to the knees, and we're going to lower the body down, elbows into your ribs, squeeze your butt, and then just lift the shoulders back. Come back to child's pose. Okay, lift up to down dog. You make sure you draw the tummy in, glide forward, shoulders over your wrists, drop down to the knees, elbows into the shape of your ribs, squeeze your butt. Shoulders lift back. So if you get any back issues, stay low on these ones, okay? Again, come back to child's pose. Next time we'll try and go a little higher. Okay, lift up to down dog. Glide forward. Drop down to the knees. Elbows in, squeeze it a bit more if you can. You lift all the way to up dog, okay? Sit back to child's pose. Come back up to down dog. Glide forward, drop down to your knees, elbows in, squeeze the butt, and lift it to your up dog. Guys, well done. Sit back in child's pose. We're going to hold this one. Then guys, when we finish, it's called camel pose, okay? So to bring your hands in, bring yourself up. So what you do is have the knees just outside the hips, make sure the knee is in line with the hip, okay? Option one, you take your thumbs to your lower back and you push the hips forward and you lift the eye gaze up. Just be careful you don't drop the head too far back, don't to compress your neck, okay? Next option is one arm up, one hand to the heel. Or you can take both hands down to the heels and lift. If you can't quite touch the toes, you can lift the heels up. Okay, so let's find the option that suits you today. So you have the thumbs here, pull your shoulders back. We'll take one hand up, one hand down. Or if you want to look forward, guys, that's fine. Just breathe in, relax. Hold for 10 more seconds. Just slowly come up, and we'll stretch back again. We'll try that again, okay? Just let the hips relax back. Bring the hands in and lift up. We'll try that one more time, okay? So give a thumbs to your lower back, okay? If you did one arm, try the other arm this time, okay? Or tuck your toes under. Push the hips forward, eye gaze up or forward. That's well done. Just breathe in and breathe out. Couple of seconds and slowly come up, guys. Well done. Bring the feet back down, just find child's pose. So the hips relax back, soften that lower back and the hips, and just breathe. Bring the hands in slowly. Because that's us done all our hard work, we'll do some relaxation now. Because if you've got the time, it depends what time of day you're doing the class. If it's night time and you want to, you can turn your lights off. Just make sure it's a nice calm atmosphere for you to do the relaxation. If you even want to put something warm on, pop it on. Okay, so we're going to do about 4 minutes relaxation. So you come round onto your back. Okay, roll yourselves down. Because relaxation, you can lie anywhere you like, on your back, on your side, on your front. Legs can be out, or knees can be bent up. To the hands away from your body. Try the palms facing up. That opens up the body. So the eyes close. Tap the chin in gently. Just adjust your shoulders and your hips so you feel comfortable on the floor. Now just focus into your breathing. Your in breath, your out breath. Just notice how the body moves as you breathe. We're going to work our way around the body, releasing and relaxing the tension. So we'll just start with your face. So relax the forehead and try separating the eyebrows. Eyes just nice and heavy. As you relax your jaw, you might find the tongue rests in the roof of your mouth. Take a breath in to the neck and shoulders and let them relax as you breathe out. Relax into the arms, right down to your fingertips. And spend some time in your spine, from your neck all the way down to your lower back. So breathe into the spine. As you release and relax into the floor. When you get to the lower back, gently soften through your hips. Then relax into your legs. So relax your calves, your thighs, down to the toes. You might find the feet gently fall out to the side, or the knees gently fall into the centre. And just allow your thoughts to go where you feel comfortable. Just enjoy the next couple of minutes, releasing and relaxing. Energy back to your body. Just feel the shoulders, the hips, the heels, and the floor. And do it feels comfortable. You want to stretch the arms above the head, so you'll lengthen the body. You can move the wrists and ankles. If you want the knees into the chest, doing one at a time, just to help release your lower back. You could do small rolls, small rocks. By keeping the eyes closed, you want to bring yourself up slowly so you can roll onto your side if it's easier. Bring yourself up, just cross the legs. Keep the face, neck and shoulders relaxed. Just do a couple of breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. And your next out breath. enjoyed that today. Okay, so please stay safe, keep working out at home, and Glasgow Club, we can do this together, and hope to see you soon.